Hey guys, I am back with Radiant Shadows by Melissa Marr, and this one is all about Annie and Devlin. And if you have read these books, then you know exactly who I'm talking about. If you have not read these books, Annie is part hound fae and part human. Her father fell in love with a human and, yeah, had her and her siblings. She apparently is the undoing of the High Fairy Queen. Don't exactly get a rundown about that, but as soon as Sorka was aware that Annie existed, she sent Devlin, her brother, Sorka's brother, to take care of Annie. And when Devlin went to the mortal realm to do so, he couldn't follow through. So instead, he hid Annie and kept her safe for a couple of decades, watching over her any chance he could, and just, made sure she had a good life. Fast forward a couple of years, or a couple of decades, and Annie is desperate to be a part of the hunt and be a real member of the pack because her dad is the Gabriel. Now, in this realm, Gabriel is the alpha of the Hound Fae. Hound Faes are fairies who feed off of fears and all of the bad emotions, just like the Dark Court does, and that's why they are really just loyal to the Dark Court. But since Annie is half mortal, her dad is way overprotective. Like, don't even look at my daughter the wrong way, or I'm gonna throw you. Overprotective. Which gets on Annie's nerves, obviously, because she's not this small, insignificant, helpless pup. She is strong and beautiful and carries her own. And she just wants her dad to see that. Now, when Annie gets the attention of Bannock, Sorka's twin sister, the opposite in every way, she gets obsessed with her. And Devlin steps in to once again protect Annie from his sister and hides away with her this time because she is grown and beautiful. I mean, look at her. Just saying. Coming into her own, and yeah, he's kind of falling for her. Annie is also special because she not only has to feed off of emotions, like all of the negative emotions, but also just touch. Like touch of the face, brush of the shoulder, wipe the hair back. Any sort of touch regenerates her. So when Devlin, the brother of the twins, realizes this, he makes every excuse he can to touch her. And it's not awkward or pervy or anything. It's, hey, you need this nourishment? I'm here, kind of thing. And that is super sweet for her. So Sorka is also having a kind of a midlife crisis because ever since she made Seth into a fairy, and then made the deal that he could leave her for 11 months out of the year, she went into a depression, and Fairy is literally falling apart without her. To where places, meetup spots are disappearing. Homes are disappearing. Just all of the realm is disappearing piece by piece. So Devlin takes it upon himself to try to get in contact with Ariel and Niall, the Dark Court former king and current kings, and try to get them to get Seth back to Fairy so that he will be close to his creator mother person and she will stop going crazy. In this journey, he also realizes that the twins are no longer polar opposites. So that's a problem too, considering each one needs a polar opposite just to keep the balance in check. And that's what they were created to do anyway, is keep each other in check. But since they wanted to literally unalive each other every chance they could, they created Devlin as a brother and kind of a go-between. So that was his role in the family, is go-between, but he also kind of stuck to his favorite twin, Sorka, the High Queen, just to make sure, because his soul was pulled towards keeping all of Fairy, the population of Fairy, safe. So he finally realizes that Sorka can't be the sole ruler of Fairy anymore. It is not good for her health, and it is not good for her kingdom. So he, with the encouragement of our girl Annie, oh my gosh, I love her, takes over and creates his own realm called the Shadows Court. It's not really the Dark Court because there's already a Dark Court in the Mortal Realm, but he is her opposite. So that's kind of cool. And it is really cool when Annie finally stands up to her dad and he finally acts like she's a real hound and tries stuff to where she has to defend herself. Like, for real, defend herself. He doesn't pull any punches. And she's like, what? What? Seriously? So she's super excited that he no longer sees her as helpless and easily broken, but more of a hound in her own right. And that is when Annie, since she is going to be staying in Fairy because the portal between the mortal realm and the Fairy realm has been severed, because each twin, it's not good when they're together. So you stay on your side, I'll keep her on this side, and I'll just be her opposite, and it's all Devlin's idea with her support. So since she is in Fairy with Devlin, she actually gets hounds of her own. She is the Gabriel of the Fairy world. And I am so excited about that for her, because she has wanted to be the Gabriel since she knew what it was. And her dad has always been like, you know what, you're not ready for that. You're just not ready for that. No. So he gets to be Gabriel, and she gets to be Gabrielle. So happy ending all around. I am going to jump into the next book here in a few minutes, but I am also kind of in a book challenge where I read a book where I am one of the main characters, and yeah, this is kind of a short read, so I'm going to try to squeeze this one in between this book and book 5 of the series. If there are any books you want me to review, leave those in the comments, and let me know what you think about this book in the comments as well, and this book, because I don't know if I'm going to do a review for this one. I might, but it's so short that it's going to be hard to say much without reading the entire book to you. So, have a great day, guys.